This is Top Preps Player Interviews by Sunil, Sunder. Today, I'm happy to be speaking with CJ Nettles, a junior at Pensacola Catholic High School in Pensacola, Florida, and a running back on the varsity football team. Once again, CJ, thank you for the opportunity. Great to be speaking with you, and congrats on playing football at Pensacola Catholic High School.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Hey, let's talk about last year, the 2023 season. I think the team overall went 11-3, 2-1 in the district. It was a tough year. You mentioned you got injured, but you still were able to put up, terrific numbers. I mean, solid across the board in terms of rushing, 825 yards, 10 touchdowns, 152 receiving yards. So still a lot to be proud of, but
Yeah.
just go into it. Just talk about the overall experience from last year, CJ.
Overall, I came in kind of injured, but I couldn't let my team down. So I just had to push through and go out there and win for my team. But
Hmm.
it was one tackle that just ended it for me for real.
Yeah, just go into describe what happened, the play, and then just in terms of the
So,
injury and now recovering from it as well, CJ.
so it was a run play against Gulf Breeze High School, and
Okay.
I had stiff armed a player, one of their linebackers, onto my
Hmm.
ankle.
Okay.
And since then, I've been in a recovering process. I had to have surgery called the tightrope. You know what Tua got
Okay.
on my ankle, and ever since then, it's been it's been hard mentally, but I'm getting
Mhm.
back.
Yeah, mentally, physically, the rehab process and trying to get yourself back up to 100% and where you were before. I'm sure that's been a grueling process for you as well, CJ.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Hey, look, watching your highlight videos, you absolutely have just, you know, your vision of the field is just amazing. The way you can cut back, you duck and weave, your explosiveness, breakout speed, and just bouncing off defensive players. I mean, you just have that strength. Talk about that. Again, how dynamic and how you really can change, the outcome of a game and especially a particular play in general as well.
I mean, it all starts in the off season. I do work on all of that vision cutting, all of that with
Mhm.
my coaches. So it just shows up when it's time to play.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, let's backtrack to your sophomore year. 2022, team went 10-2, 2-1 in the district. That was a phenomenal year for you. Almost 1,300 rushing yards, 107 yards per game, 6.2 per rushing attempt, 23 touchdowns. I think you were at over 300 yards receiving, one touchdown, first team All State. One game particularly, you rushed, I think, for 280 yards. I mean, just
Yeah.
I mean, you dominated on the gridiron. I mean, how
Yeah.
satisfying was that, CJ? To again, perform in that fashion.
It was fun. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It was real fun. But yeah,
I mean, the fact is, these last 2 years, you've obviously made significant strides. As you mentioned before, the work in the off season, it's 24/7, 365. But to be honored for your accomplishments, for your numbers, first team All State offense, I'm sure that was very fulfilling for you, CJ.
yeah, it was.
That's great. And then let's talk about your first year, your freshman year. Team went 5-5. You had, I think, around 430 rushing yards, six touchdowns. And again, you've moved up the ladder,
Yeah.
rapidly, every single season. But I'm wondering from that first year, you stepped on the field, at Pensacola Catholic High School, your freshman year, and just what you learned. And now, as an incoming freshman from the seniors, the upperclassmen, now you're on that other side of the hill in terms of being an upperclassman now. I'm just wondering what that freshman year did for you personally.
The freshman year, it kind of settled me in to what high school football is really like. I didn't start my freshman year. I was
Okay.
behind. I was behind the upperclassman. He was a junior
Mhm.
at the
Mhm.
time, So playing behind him and like he was helping me out getting used to like high school ball for real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so wonderful. I mean, you just learn the ropes and, just how, everything does, play out, and just in terms of the game. Hey, mentioned before in terms of training for a season. Let's jump into that, strength and conditioning, nutrition, rest and recovery. What's been like, the perfect blueprint and regimen for you, these first, couple of years there at Pensacola Catholic High School?
I usually I don't have like a diet or anything. I
Okay.
think I just eat McDonald's, not gonna lie. But like
Hmm.
but like I work out every day, like 2 times a day. First, like in the morning, I work strength, lifting weights, and then I go to the field and run like 2 miles.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I mean, the fact is that during the season you take so much punishment. Just
Yeah.
again from all the hits that you absorb. I'm sure, like what you do during the off season, and then of course in the summertime, really prepares you again for those moments during the season when again, week after week you're gonna endure that physicality, and that's a
Yeah,
part
you
of the
gotta
game. But just talk about that, CJ.
yeah, you gotta like get recovery. Like I take ice baths like at the
Hmm.
end of every week.
Hmm.
Your body is the most important part.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
gotta
let's
take care.
yeah, definitely. Let's talk about game day and practices. Putting the pads on, that Crusaders number 25 jersey and helmet. What does that represent to you personally? Just again, having that number and putting that jersey on, CJ.
It's like it's a legacy playing with Catholic. They won state like 2 years before I went there, so
Okay.
I was trying to win it again. Putting that jersey on, that's my mindset.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the support from the coaching staff. Head coach Matt Adams, assistant coach Kerry McDowell, the rest of the coaching staff. What has Coach Adams meant to you here? Again, personally, just what in terms of your development, your progression, said on the football team.
Uh, Coach Adams, he's really like a father figure to me now. Like since freshman year, he's put me under his wing, like helped me all around, not just football in the classroom. Make
Hmm.
sure that my grades straight, everything.
Hey, there's nothing like Friday night lights, Saturday afternoons during the fall. Talk about playing home games there at Pensacola Catholic High School.
Home games, it gets hectic. It's really
Yeah.
loud.
Hmm.
The student section, we have a student section. They like paint themselves CHS.
Okay.
It's a wonderful experience. I know.
Yeah, that's really cool to hear. On the flip side, let's talk about those road games. I said going on the bus and then heading into I said the opposing territory. I'm sure that's something you embrace that mentality. Look, it's us against them, but what is those moments entail for you as well, CJ, when you're playing said away games here.
Away games, I don't really listen to the crowds. They boo and everything, you know. But I come to take over their field, you know. That's my field
Hmm.
now.
Yeah. I mean, football is a true brotherhood because these are friendships, relationships that'll carry on well after you said finish up there, graduate, especially with your upcoming senior year. But talk about developing that team chemistry, that cohesiveness, with the rest of your teammates.
You have to have team chemistry. You gotta get along with everybody. Like if your team doesn't get along, your football team won't be good.
Yeah.
That's just that.
Okay, it's just not about being an athlete, it's being a student athlete. You have a 3.4 GPA. I mean, you need that time management and organization pat down. It's not easy being a student athlete. Not everybody, again, is really cut out to be that way because, again, there's so many, demands, so many rigors. I mean, the responsibilities are just, incredible. I mean, just talk about how you've been able to master just in terms of balancing it out here these first couple of years here, 3 years.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be a student before you be an athlete. For me, we have homework like every night at Catholic
Hmm.
High. So after practice is up late at night, um, homework, just doing homework. But you gotta I just set my alarm for the next day to get up, go to school, do it all again. You just got to
Yeah.
be dedicated.
That's true. That's a perfect word to use is dedication. You know, the commitment. I mean, just again between the practices, the lifts, the games, again away, and the bus trips. I mean, it really does take its toll. But again, you have to buy into it and just be able to again handle again those tasks. Hey, let's talk about Pensacola Catholic High School. You mentioned the student body, student section at home games, also
Yeah.
administration, athletic department. What have they meant to you? Like with not only you per se, but also the rest of the team here.
The administration, like, they're not selfish. They want everybody to like to pass. So they gonna help you, and whenever you need, like, they gonna help you like get into colleges too. They like
Hmm.
help you get funds for college, everything. So they're a big
Yeah.
help.
That's fantastic. And look, just in terms of Pensacola Catholic High School, what does it make it, so special to attend, and then also the support from the community as well as Pensacola, Florida here.
They have it's a private school, so like
Okay.
the classrooms are smaller, so like
Hmm.
the teacher focuses on you, not like
Yeah.
so you don't have to focus on like everybody else. They'll work with you individually too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too.
Yeah. I
Like
think
just
that's important. Yeah.
the Catholic, they have alumni that just support Catholics to this day.
Hmm.
They're a big supporter.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that point out because alumni, again, to have people come in there, talk to you, and then of course support the high school as well. I think again is so vital. Let's pivot to your family. Your dad and your mom. Your dad is a contractor. Your mom is a nurse. You also have a brother. Your dad was a baseball player, and your mother ran track, so definitely have those good genes, in terms of
Yeah,
with sports. That you can relate to and have that in common. Uh, your father, of course, has been training you since you played, youth, I said I think football, and then
since I
your
was
mom is
10.
you're a big supporter. What have they meant to you along this journey, playing football and just again attending Pensacola Catholic High School?
They've been everything. That's my whole support system right there, for real. Like my dad, he trained me since I was 10 every day. Since then, he's I think he's the reason that I'm here today, for real.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Hey, again, you've been playing football for a long time. I'm
Yeah.
wondering what are some of the intangibles about the sport that make you come back year after year? Just whether it's the practices, the lifts, the locker room, game
It's like
time. What
it's the
is it
feeling
about it? Yeah.
it's the feeling of being a part of like a brotherhood. Like
Hmm.
you meet people, you get you meet all kinds of people, for real.
Yeah.
And like y'all become close. So you bond with people that you'll like talk to forever.
Yeah, yeah. No, you definitely have those again, those lifelong connections.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to social media. Obviously, you're on there on X, formerly known as Twitter. Highlight videos. You dropped a bunch of them. That latest one again is you know is spectacular. What has worked for you besides X? I mean, of course, there are a bunch of highlight video companies out there, Huddle. There's also Instagram. You have 14
Yeah.
Division 1 offers, which is just super. So I'm sure that has played an essential role just in getting your name out there across the country and the nation here.
Yeah, it has. Uh, you gotta reach out. You gotta show your talent somehow.
Mhm. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, no, again, just showing people, what you can do, on and off the field, but especially, as I said, on the football field. Hey, I'm wondering, when it comes to whether it's college or NFL, CJ, are there any particular players that you pay close attention to and sort of try to like, maybe take away some of their nuances and tendencies and apply it to your game?
I like Mike Carter. He's from
Okay.
here. That's really why I like him. He played running back too. He was with the Cardinals right now.
Okay. That's
Like
great.
he's
That's great.
just small and moves just like me. Got to burst, make moves in open field, catch the ball, everything. I'm trying to be like him.
That's good. That's great to hear. Hey, before we get the final word and message here, CJ, I think you're in a great spot because again, you know how competitive it is out there in terms of playing athletics. And then we talked about being a student athlete. A lot of kids, younger kids and athletes are at these games, watching you and eventually want to be there, one day in your spot. And I'm wondering what advice and message you would, give out to them if they were to watch this interview, because I think again, social media, there's so much out there, so many components, but again, the pressure is really, I think, is expedited. I mean, just talk about like what would you would offer to them just in terms of rising up the ranks.
I would say work hard, like really hard, and just the distractions. Keep out distractions. Stay focused on your main goal because it's achievable.
It's great. Yeah, I think it's sound advice. Hey, wanted to give you CJ the final word and message here. For family, friends, teammates, and coaches. At Pensacola Catholic High School and the community of Pensacola, Florida. Well deserved, and I'm sure there are a lot of people you want to thank here.
I want to thank my whole support system, my mom, my dad, all my coaches, my my teammates, everybody that has my back, that support me.
All right, sounds good. All right, CJ. Really enjoyed speaking with you and hearing
Yes,
your
sir.
background story, and it again, it is inspirational because the fact that you are coming back from an injury, and I'm sure your senior year is just going to be electrifying, what you're going to be able to accomplish, and wishing you all the best, and just keep up the great job, and can't wait see where you land at what college or university come next year.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you.